Welcome to the warm-up, everybody. We're here in Maui, and it's time to get started and start your workout watches. Let's start with some wall slides. We're going to reach up to the sky, pull your elbows back, and that should engage your shoulder blades. We're looking for a lot of movement in our upper backs to get started. And then we're going to flip right into some more monies. So that's palms up and rotate your thumbs backwards and then give those shoulder blades a nice big squeeze. Wow. And last one, we're going to go into some good mornings. Hands up, and you're going to send your hips back. Your knees are going to be soft, but you're going to bend at the waist and send your hips back. And then come back up and squeeze your glutes. Start waking up the lower body as well. Get it ready for the workout. Last one. All right, now let's get some nice gentle neck rotations. When we sit around all day or we're driving a lot, your neck is going to get stiff being in one place all the time. So loosen that up. Don't push it into anything uncomfortable. Switch direction. Hopefully you get some nice stretching in there. Last one. All right, I'm going into my split stance thoracic rotation. That means finger on the top of your head, and we're going to rotate our elbow backwards. And that's more focus on moving that shoulder blade around. We call this upper part of our back, our thoracic spine. And anytime we don't move it around, that's when we start to get shoulder pain. So it's really helpful to wake that up, get it moving again. All right, switch legs, switch stance, even yourself out. With our stance split, you really lock your hips in place, and the finger on the top of our head keeps it in the upper part of our back. Well done, and we're gonna get into some cat camels. Your upper back should really start feeling a little bit looser now. You're gonna press forward and then pull your elbows back. We're really looking for this rounding and then squeezing. That should feel nice and loose. Last one here. All right, into some squats. I'm gonna just keep my hands at my chest. We're gonna bend at our hips and our knees. Sit back a little bit. Stand up. When you stand up, press your heels and then squeeze your glutes at the top. I'm gonna start waking those up. Remember, if squatting is tough or you can't get too low, don't worry. Just do whatever is comfortable, a little shallow squat. All good. Just want to get you moving. All right, last one. And I'm going to go into some high knees with an ankle rotation. So a couple spins of the ankle and then lower your leg back down. Switch sides. We're just going to alternate here. Don't worry about your range of motion. Whatever you can do, just get your foot off the ground a little bit, get a little circle, and for sure, if you need to grab a wall or a box, that's totally fine. We're just moving the hips around, getting a little balance, and getting a little ankle movement. Gonna get one more on this side. All right, since we woke the ankles up a little bit, we're gonna go into some calf raises, I hope. All right, not bad. Calf raises, gonna go slowly up on the balls of your feet. Pause for a second if you can. Controlled, lower yourself back down. Really gonna get some blood flow down to our feet and through our calves. It's really important for, keeping everything moving well. Get One more calf raise. And let's stretch it out a little bit. I'm going to do a hamstring stretch, so I like to go a little wider. And then reach down. If you can get to your knee, that's fantastic. If you can go all the way down to the ground, we're looking for a stretch in the back of the hamstring. And this one is a static stretch, which means we sit still just for a couple seconds. All right, switch sides. Even yourself out again here. Most people have pretty tight hamstrings, especially if you've been getting your workouts in. It's really commonplace to be a little sore. Perfect. Now let's get some nice arm circles. Make sure you're conscious of the people around you. If the trainers are walking around, you don't want to hit them. Get a little bit bigger. And then reverse circles. We can go the other direction. We start a little small. Start getting a little bit bigger. Things should be feeling a little bit loose now. All right, and pull that arm across your body. This is another static stretch where we're just gonna stretch this part of the arm out. You might feel that into your back. And if your hand is bored, you can give it a couple little rotations. You might feel that stretch out your forearm as well. Ooh. And switch arms here. Now we're not pulling our arm, we're just holding it in a stretched position. Perfect. All right, I'm going to do some squunges now. So that's another wide stance. And we're just going to send our hips to one side and bend at the knee and stand back up and the other side. This is really good. You'll probably get a nice stretch in your upper thighs here. And it's also nice to add a little side-to-side motion, which we don't always practice very often. And as everything with our legs, when we get to the top, you can go ahead and squeeze your glutes. All right, I'm going to go into some kettlebell swings. We are coming into the end of the warm-up. You should be feeling a bit loose, so if you add a little bit of speed as you get to the top, squeeze the glutes, maybe move a little bit faster. And we are finishing with our full body extensions. Reach up to the sky, do a little squat down to the ground. And we're going to go 3, 2, last one, and great warm up. Have a great workout.